Hey now, Blitzburg EDC. Hope everybody's doing great out there. I'm recording this at nighttime, so I'm having a good evening here, doing well. Hope you guys are doing awesome. This is a weird one. It's going to be a little long. It's going to be me talking and whatnot, and I've got, just some things to talk about, and don't really know which way to go with it. It's one of these weird ones where you guys have seen the Ozark Trail, Walmart, $10 knife. We've all seen them. I was unable to get one here where I live. I went on vacation last month, and they were two at the local Walmart. I picked them up at the local Walmart. I wanted nothing to do with this, guys. I wanted absolutely nothing to do with this. I didn't think much of it. I thought, what do I need a $10 knife for? I've got plenty of knives. I'm not concerned with that. And I got kind of mad. I was like, why would they? I mean, $10, man. Like, I don't know. I took kind of offense that they would have such a shit, like little, shit $10 knife type kind of thing, kind of like a gas station knife. But those are there anyway. So I kind of took a deep breath and said, look, see what it's about. Check it out first before I start making these wild accusations. There's about a million videos on YouTube. There's a million, question and answers and different things out there. So I just figured, look, let's see what's going on. I will appreciate any kind of feedback anybody can give me regarding this. Am I out of line even thinking about, like, why would I want this piece of crap? Even before I open it, it could be a great knife, right? We've all seen the tests. There's tons of guys doing tests on them, abusing them. I'm going to tell you right from the start. I got two of them. I initially bought them because I thought, I'd be a guy. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to cut down a tree. I'm going to stick it in a tree. I'm going to do all these crazy things to it. And then I thought, what am I, an idiot? Like, those are out there. You can watch the videos. You can see all the videos. They're already there. You don't need me to do that. So I picked them up. I got the website open here, and let me just tell you what it says about it. Ozark Trails, the brand, clip point blade, D2 steel. Um, it's got 3.25-inch D2 high carbon steel blade, 4.25-inch injection handle, slide lock, which is kind of similar to Benchmade's Axis lock. There's a deep pocket clip on there, so we'll check it out. They're brand new. Like I said, $9.97 each. Let me double check. Yeah, $9.97 each. They are available at certain locations, hit or miss based on where your location is. Again, they've been around a while. They sold thousands and thousands of these things. They're all over the place. About 6 inches in length, 2.76, 2.75 on the blade, 0.60. So it's kind of thick, 0.60. And I got some comparisons. I just want to know what you guys think about a $10 knife. I mean, just talk to me. Tell me your opinions. Any thoughts? Does anything come to mind? Do you immediately think, man, why would I even look at something like this? Give me your thoughts. Give me your feedback. You know, might be something worth throwing in the car. Might be worth something having out in the shed. You know. So we're gonna open it up. We're gonna see what it looks like, what we think. I've got some comparisons. Like I said, I don't know. You know, much about it as far as pretty easy to kind of tear right into here. It wasn't really much. We'll look at this one right now. I guess I can keep that right there too. And then take a look at it. That's my phone. So here we go. Ozark Trail. Some kind of black kind of PVD on there. Or coating. I won't say PVD. I don't know that it's PVD. Now you got these kind of plasticky, but they're smooth. I know that sounds. This is smooth. This isn't really kind of grippy. It looks textured and whatnot. It's just smooth. It kind of feels very, very flimsy. The weight, I mean, it's kind of like I don't know how it's balanced, as you could see. I don't know where the balance is because it's not really balanced, right? Like the balance is weird on it. Ozark Trail, it's got a little oil. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's not that sharp. I don't feel a burr though. I know a lot of people were saying that they don't take the burr off, but I don't find that. You guys use a work sharp at all? I got a work sharp here. I got the fine grit, and you got the see if this does anything. Just kind of take off a little bit of the burr. Am I doing this right, guys, or what? What do you think? Now Jared from Neve's Knives watching me, man. What's up, dude? Yeah, like he's watching this. Fucking Ozark Trail. A lot of guys did some crazy testing on this, though, man. I mean, they really did. And I'm like I said, man, I'm a little bit like skeptical because I just don't know if like Workshop has some great products, man. I just don't know what to think, man. $10, guys. Look, man, I go back to knives a long time. My grandfather got me into knives like a lot of you guys. And I remember going to a place called the Englishtown Auction in Englishtown, New Jersey on the weekends. I would save my pennies and you'd be able to buy any one of these knives all the time for any, couple bucks. You go to school on Monday, you'd have one of these things. But I just don't know, man. $10 at Walmart. I mean, I don't know, man. That cuts. It seems to cut, you know? So, I mean, for $10, right? Like, here you go. I'm going to close it. No, that's kind of weird. No, that worked good. There you go. Yeah. I mean, look, you're not talking to a guy who's just going to pick this up off the Walmart shelf, has no experience dealing with stuff like this. All right. Feels like shit. I mean, quite frankly, quite honestly. I mean, again, I am very hypercritical. I'm super. I'm smacking it on the table. I mean, it's fine. You know. See if it has any movement at all. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it does. A little bit of up and down right there. Got the China label there, D2. I mean, listen, it's $10. I get it. That's what everybody says. But, you still don't want to take a $10 bill and burn it, right? What would be the sense of that, right? I want to know what you guys think of a $10 knife, though. Like the idea that, you can walk into Walmart, buy deodorant, and at the same time just go and grab a knife for $10, throw it in your car. Is that good? Is that okay? Is that going to make people say, well, what's the difference between a $100 knife then? If they're going to say, what's the difference between a $100 knife? I mean, what's going to be next? Is there going to be a $5 knife? I mean, is there a $5 knife that's going to work? Is there a $2 knife? Is there a knife that where, I just don't know. Like I said, I'm very torn, man. I was really torn the second I heard about this and people were blowing up and I go, get that piece of shit away from me. That's kind of what my attitude was. But, to go outside in the backyard and use it, there's no doubt this will not hold up. There's no way. I mean, you got jimping here. I mean, being realistic, let's step back for a second, okay? Pretty thick. It's not thin. Okay, it's pretty thick here, 0.60. You got, steel liners, steel pocket clip. Obviously, it's $10. You got jimping here, you know. I mean, am I being too hypercritical? That feels okay. It doesn't feel bad. I mean, you know, you saw cuts. I mean, so, in the drawer it goes for Amazon boxes and packages, which is what it's intended for, I imagine, right? You're not going to use. That's why when I see people sticking this thing into a tree, I mean, what? What are you doing, man? I mean, come on, listen. I know we all like to make content and have fun, but if you think this is going to last, I honestly probably be a little bit worried to put this to an apple, let alone a doggone tree. I mean, what are we talking about? All right, look, Ozark Trail Walmart. I mean, they probably sold 1 million of these things. Um, yeah, you do wonder, right? Wonder who the OEM is. Is it really just a total piece of shit? Like, well, what happens if it was like a really good company that was like using shitty D2? I mean, again, I'm tough here, guys. I'm torn, man. I'm torn. I wanted to show you a couple things and tell me what your thoughts are. Again, I don't know if a $10 knife is even good for the whole industry, the whole market. I mean, yeah, it's free market. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, but man, at what expense? You know what I mean? Like somebody going to get hurt, somebody going to use this and never go to a knife again, or is it just going to be nothing? Am I just reading into it and it's nothing? Got to kind of keep that locked down in order for it to go. You see that? Like it just kind of hangs. But look, I mean, I would be scared to really obviously hardcore use it, but who's to say I wouldn't be scared using another knife? We got some comparisons, guys. Let's take a look. Again, you pick this up at Walmart, $9.97. I'm taking a deep breath. You know, yeah, I mean, I did put a little bit of an edge on there. I didn't strop it at all. You know, I didn't strop it at all. Could do that real quick here. I mean, this work sharp is kick ass, man. love that work sharp. Yeah, I mean, I got it down to a pretty. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. They said it was just they didn't take the burr off. Now it's really sharp. I mean, right now it's razor sharp, man. It's sharper than it was a couple seconds ago. But yeah. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts, man? Hit me up, like, comment, tell me what your thoughts are, man. $10. You guys have this? Have you done anything with it? Is it going to be a gift? Is it going to be something maybe for a young person's going to get, and then you're going to give it to them? And with a, I mean, there's got to be a warning involved, right? I mean, this is not well. I guess any knife needs a warning, right? I just I just worry that this might not even be freaking D2, but I know I've seen testing where it is, man. Sometimes I think the Rockwell hardness was like 60. I mean, yeah, it does have a little bit of play. That's again, I'm not expecting it not to have play. All right, enough bapping, man. What do you guys think, man? Talk to me. $10? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I have a Benchmade bug out right here. Here's a Benchmade bug out. Real deal, Knife Center exclusive. Um, let's check that out. Look at that a little bit more. See what's going on with that. It's got a really cool handle. It's got that grivery kind of plasticky handle. I mean, you could squeeze it a tiny bit. Flexes a little bit. Nothing crazy though. Um, you got the axis lock. It's an S30V. This was a limited run a few years back, maybe 5 years ago. I'm not new to this, so I just I never liked Benchmade bug outs, man. I can't understand it. I love the 940. I love the Osborne 940. I like a lot of their knives. This to me, it's incredibly slim, thin, lightweight. I mean, it weighs nothing. Great blade steel, locks up. I have no movement in any direction on this Benchmade. Just doesn't feel right, man. It just doesn't feel right. Like it feels fine. There's nothing. Most people would probably like it. I just don't get it. I never got it. I never understood it. Is it great for packs? Is it great for travel? Is it great for bags? Oh man, I've taken it in a lot of different places. I just I don't know if I'd feel, I mean, yeah, to open an Amazon box and stuff. Yeah, absolutely, man. And I guess people have done a lot more than that with them. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what's wrong with that. It just doesn't feel great, man. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. A lot of people love this Benchmade. You have a deep, pocket carry clip. You have the nice little red little standoffs back there. It really pop. I hope it's coming out in the colors, man. Hope these colors are popping in this light. So look, let's compare it to this. First of all, I'll tell you right now, the thickness is not even close. I mean, we're not even in the same league if you want to compare one to the other. I mean, not thick at all. Not thick at all. I mean, the Benchmade bug out is way thinner. So this is very thick. Ozark Trail's way thicker. Virtually identical in size. I mean, virtually identical. What did they say this handle was? 4.25. Yeah, this, I mean, you almost could say it might be 4. Yeah, they're identical, man. I mean, there's no, guys, we're not, 5 years old here. This was clearly a copy of a great selling Benchmade, right? I mean, there's no doubt. It's just thicker, heavier. It's very similar. Once this axis lock came off patent, we saw what happened. I mean, like 5,000 of them opened up, right? Right. So, all right. So, feel compared to the Benchmade bug out, it feels bulkier. It does not feel refined in any way. The Benchmade bug out feels completely refined. It feels like, you know, I kind of feel like this was probably intended to feel like. It feels smooth. It feels easy on the hands, tiny, lightweight. This is bulky. It's still lightweight. It's not heavy. But for that, it kind of is. 125 bucks. 130, something like that. I forgot what it was. It's been quite a few years, guys. I had kind of got this before the Benchmade bug out really took off. This was a while back, a Knife Center exclusive. 125. Remember. Here's about an $85 knife I got on sale. This is a Kaiser Feist. Now this is just a front flipper, little thing. I just was kind of showing because I was given a little bit of price, discrepancies and whatnot. So I got this, cost me 85 bucks, okay? It's just a front flipper. It's super fidgety. Play with this a lot. You just don't stop. It's like You know, S35 VN, so the blade steel. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This was S30V on the Benchmade bug out. If I didn't mention the blade steel, so premium steel, and at the time was real premium. Now this is a I think S35 VN, Feist, Lundquist. Yeah, 35 VN. So, you know, 85 bucks. Okay, 125. Okay, 10 bucks. It doesn't even feel good, man, after you touch the real ones. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting. And this is where I need your help, guys. This is where I ask for feedback, some comments. Tell me what's wrong with me, or am I thinking completely off on this, or what's happening? All right, so we got a couple customs and we got a Strider SNG. Here's a Strider SNG in aluminum. I believe it's 20 CV. I got this direct from them. I want to say it was around 500. This is about 6, 7 years ago at this point. I've had this forever. It's one of my favorite knives I've ever owned. I still have it, and that's why. Oh man, I keep this thing insanely sharp. At the back of that. Look at that anodizer. Deep pocket carry clip. I think that might be Lynch Northwest. If it's not Lynch Northwest, it's MXG. But super cool deep pocket carry clip. You hear that? That's how Strider SMF is. Now, this is a $500 knife, and if I would go to sell it, it might even be a little more these days. You don't know. This is an aluminum handle. This is sick, man. These are so cool. Get that. This was really in demand for a couple days there because you had that. This is straight from them. This isn't anodized by me or anybody else. This is straight from Strider, and beautiful, man. You know, beautiful. Just if you don't know, if you don't have an SNG, you don't know what that's like, or you've never played with one. It's it's really it's one of these godfathers of knives you have to have, man. Hell yeah, SNG, $500. Okay, so you see where we're going, right? 997. Again, now I could say about 100 because the retail price is more than I paid. I got it on sale. Let's say by $100, 125, 500. This one right here is a Dervish knives. If you guys aren't familiar with Dervish Knives, the owner is John Gonzalez. Great guy coming out of Colorado. Super cool guy. Smaller knife company, one man shop, does it all himself. Has a really great knife called the Alchemy. This is kick ass. This is called the Usagi. It is a Dervish. If anybody likes it, leave me a comment. Want me to do an official review? So I've had this for a while. I got this straight from him. I believe at the 2022 or 23 knife show at the Westin in New Jersey, the New York Custom Knife Show. And this is sick, man. I mean, this is full on custom all the way. Look at that back spacer. 20 CV on the steel. Look, the inside, you got that. I hope you guys can see that. Maybe you can't. Very cool stuff, man. Very cool knife. So again, this is a Dervish Knives Usagi custom knife, okay? 900 bucks, okay? 900 bucks. So just a quick refresher, 997, 100, 125, 500, 900. And this is a John Gray custom knife. I feel bad. I can't believe I don't remember the name of it. I got it in a trade. It wasn't something I purchased. Brand new. This is $1,200 at the show. Um, it's really cool, man. Wait till you guys see the blade on this. Look at that backspacer, man. You guys familiar with John Gray? Really cool knife maker. He's out of Pennsylvania. Check him out, John Gray, Gray. Does a lot of collaborations with guys like Borka, Tracker Dan. I don't know if he's done any with Marfione. He might have though. So John Gray's a cool dude, man. And he's listen. If you go to a show, you got to go to John Gray's table. That is without a doubt. The man is cool as shit. He will take the time to talk. I've talked to him about 3 times at different shows. One time up in New Jersey at a kind of a VFW hall get together. Super cool guy. Just and he's so knowledgeable about grinds and steels. You talk to him. You talk his ear off, man. It's phenomenal. Wait till you guys see this blade. This is super light. Again, it's a John Gray custom. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that, man? 12. I don't know what they cost, man. I mean, you could find them on Arizona reasonable sometimes, you know, but very unique, very different. I've not had to sharpen it or do anything yet with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Send it out to somebody, or I mean, I could do that piece right here. I can keep that Tonto sharp. But he's not far from me, actually. He's a couple hours, if that, and I can always go and see him. But yeah, really cool stuff, man. 1,200 bucks. So listen, let's kind of look. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? What's the difference? What's the difference? I'm going to open an Amazon box with this. I'm going to open up an Amazon package with this box. I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to throw out the garbage. And I'm going to put this back in the drawer, right? I mean, that's what's going to happen with this, right? I'll go out in the backyard. I'm going to open up some mulch. I'm going to rip open the bags. We got these brown bags to put all the leaves and all the stuff in. And I'm going to cut them open. I'm going to tear it up with this. And I'm not going to think twice about it, right? It's 10 bucks. And I have a new one right next to it, right? 100 bucks, 125, 500, 900, 1200. What's the deal, guys? What's going on, right? Where are we going? Where's the future going to be? Is there going to be a $1 knife? Excuse me, is there never going to be a $500 knife again? Is there never going to be a $1,000 knife again? I don't think that's the case. But where are we going? What's going to happen in the future? I mean, really, they are this. It scares me a little to think that they can do this for 10 bucks. I mean, I guess that's kind of why deep down I'm nervous, man. I mean, I love this hobby, man. This is what I've been doing for a long time, playing with knives for a long time, man. I was a kid. I got in trouble in high school because I had knives in my backpack. They didn't know what to do with me back then. They literally didn't have rules on knives yet. And I'm sitting in the principal's office and he's asking me what I'm going to be doing with this knife. And I go, what do you mean? What am I going to do with this knife? I don't know. I'm going to play with it. I'm going to cut something outside with it. What do you think? You know, everybody thinks the worst when it comes to knives. And I'm like, I'm 14 years old, dude. What am I going to do? It's a Rambo knife. It's got a compass on the end. I'm going to show it to my friend in gym class and show him how cool I am is all it really was. But, you know, that was a long time ago. And that was a real junky knife. And, you know, 30 years later, now you can just walk into Walmart and get yourself a real junky knife. But again, what's the difference? What's the difference carrying this around all day? I can open up an Amazon box with this. I absolutely could. It wouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? And I have. But what is the difference, though? You know, I mean, this I never really cared for, but I feel this is a lot more solid than this. It's not even close. But you could buy 13 of these. 13, guys. 13 of these, man. 13. I don't know 13 people I need to give a knife to right now. I don't. I don't know 13 people I need to give a knife to. So, if you've been with me this long, man, like, share, comment, man. Leave me a message. Am I offline? What are you guys thinking? I mean, 100 bucks versus 10 bucks, I get it. You know, I do. 800, 900, 1,000. I mean, what in the world, right, guys? I mean, yeah. Where are we at, man? What's going to be down the pike? What's going to happen next? That's more or less my question still. I still haven't had it answered. I really didn't want to even open this, look at it. I don't care. I'll give this away to a charity or I'll give it to somebody down the road that needs, you know, that needs a knife. We got some homeless people. I can go. I know that I'll really have no problem kind of giving it to them to use. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried to do that tap tap, but I'm hitting it, and the bar lock seems to be doing it. So that's where we stand, guys. Blitzburg EDC again, $10 Ozark Trail, man. Dang it. I didn't want to like this knife, guys. I avoided it for close to 6 months. You know, even talking about it, even thinking about this knife. But here we are. I gave in, quote unquote. I caved, right, for 20 bucks. Just kidding. So look, I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks again, man, for sticking with me. This was the longest video I've ever made. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Am I out of line? Or things cuckoo? Or what are your thoughts with all this? Again, it's Blitzburg EDC. And I really do appreciate your time. It means the world to have a conversation. I'd be talking to my dogs right now. And again, I'm hopefully speaking to some of you guys, and you're going to leave me some feedback and like like, share, tell me what you guys think, and we'll be moving forward with this. Again, these are available at Walmart, 10 bucks. If that's something you're into, more power to you. And tell me why. All right. Take care now, guys, and be healthy.